And hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm gonna scan up here.
Hello. Don't think there's really
Hello,
anything here.
everybody.
I don't know if Janet P is still in the room or if she's been
Uh,
there for a while.
well, I put a note to everybody that we were going to do a little bit of a delay, so we will
Yeah, I
give
saw that. Thank
everybody a
you.
chance to come back in. Well, Dean was
Yeah.
running a quick errand, and I hadn't had
Oh,
lunch
okay.
yet. So it gave me time to eat it. I made corn. I was in the middle of making cornbread when I got the text, and so I made some soup and cornbread and got that ate up.
Oh, good.
Got my little bit left
And I
here, but
managed to make myself some coffee.
yeah, got the
And I'm having
coffee
a bad
too.
hair. I'm having a bad hair day, so
Oh no, I'm sorry,
I
none of
had it
that.
is.
Dean and I were fluffy.
Uh,
Dean and I put our curls on today.
hey, Janet. Hi, Snow Wolf.
Hi, Janet. Hi, Snow Wolf.
Hey,
We're skipping a
Christine.
little time for everybody to come
Hey,
in. I was hoping the
Christine.
doorbell was going to knock. I'm waiting for a new tarot deck. It's a new oracle deck that I ordered yesterday, and it's en route, but I haven't seen Amazon in the neighborhood yet. So,
I've
Hey,
called
Jeannie.
hi, Jeannie. I've called a moratorium for a while on buying any new decks.
I'm just I'm building a little bit of my oracles up because of our Sunday programs, and we're doing a lot of our morning inspirational Sundays. We're allowing
Hi,
the
Susie.
oracles to select the topics of discussion and carry the show. It's been a really fun show. We're getting really great questions and really good.
And when's that? When do you have that show?
We do that Sunday mornings. We did it 9 o'clock Pacific.
When's that? When do you
Okay,
have that show?
1 o'clock Eastern time.
Oh, okay. So was that on your channel, Dean?
Yep.
Yes, that we've been running
Cool.
running on his
Yeah,
channel.
I like doing the oracle cards too, especially sometimes like last night when I was on with Jane the Seeker, people didn't have a whole lot of questions, but when we opened it to just drawing an oracle card or a lot of people took us up on that, so that was nice. Yeah, I had a good time with Jane.
Yeah, I caught part of the show.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, I saw you
part of the show, and I was laying in the bathtub, soaking off my day, and trying not to get my keypad wet or drop my phone into the tub.
Yeah.
And
so you were in the bathroom. You tend to do that.
I was in the tub, so I
remember that.
It wasn't like I could jump on. And when your hands are wet and you're trying to text and you're not, I don't want to drop my iPhone into the tub. That pretty much will eliminate the iPhone.
No, of course not. So Christine has a question.
Okay, just a second. I haven't even started looking for questions yet. I'm shuffling my deck.
Just so you can start, that's all. We don't have to start right away.
Okay, let me switch over to my comment section here.
No, I would just say, Christine, I would ask him, honestly.
Yeah, really. Yeah, don't be afraid to ask.
And hello, Janet and Snow Wolf and Christine and Jeannie, Susie Indigo Spirit. Yeah. Feel free to go ahead and post your questions. We're just chit-chatting a little bit. So how is your new computer doing, Sharon? I know you got a new system.
Yeah, you're on mute, I think.
Yeah, thanks. I love it. It's what it is a tablet. It's called the Duet 5. I've been watching it for 4 or 5 months, and it it dropped in price. I'm waiting for it to drop in price, and it did substantially. So that's why I had to go out and get it, because there weren't many left in the store.
Yeah,
I mean, I was going to get them to ship it, but I wanted it right away, so I went and got it. That's why he wasn't here.
Yeah.
Last week.
That's the best way to do it because it guarantees there's no damage when you pick it up.
Exactly.
You never know what they're going to do when they throw it in the trucks.
Well, what's great about it is, here I'm off the grid, and it's a Chrome tablet. What was that?
Stone Marble. Hello,
anyways,
I got your question.
It's a Chrome tablet. It's 13 inches, 13.3 inches or something. And then it comes with its own a detachable keyboard. So it's great. I can hook it up to my phone. And
nice.
It's wonderful. And the battery life on it is insane. So I love doing that when I get up in the morning and not having to turn on the power. So I don't waste especially like
my
today,
daughter was
it's
buying
raining.
Chromebooks
It's not getting much solar.
And my daughter was buying Chromebook for the kids because that's what they use in the schools here in the state. And so she had plugged them into her phone, and when they went on sale, she flipped me an email. And so I just bought 11.4 Chromebook for $129. Wasn't really planning on it, but $100. I'm really glad I did because
which one was it?
It's just a Chromebook.
Which one is it?
It's a 11.14 HP Chromebook for $129.
Oh, HP. Okay. Oh yeah.
It's a nice little book. I have a 24-inch Toshiba laptop that's ancient and slower than heck that I use still if I get it to come on because it doesn't always launch right away. Sometimes it takes half hour for it to boot up. And then I have a MacBook that's internal battery is only can run it. I can maybe go offline for about unplugged for about 30 minutes before the battery dies.
Oh, that's no good.
I keep it on the desk and plugged in, it works just fine. It's just it'll cost me about $300 to get that new battery because they do a complete once through and refurbish it. And I don't really want my computer refurbished. I'd rather just buy a new tower. I've got a great big screen. My tower died years ago, and I just haven't replaced my towers. But eventually, I will go to a full tower.
So, hi, Stone Marble, and she's got a question.
Yeah, I got her question.
So you can star that. Oh, great.
So let's go ahead and start with Christine's question. He said, "May I ask, are saboteurs' energies towards me pleased?" Well, Salvatore is not here for me to ask if I can read his energies. But I could read your relationship energies with you and him together. Because I don't read somebody without consent. It's a violation of their personal space. But this is something that you should be talking to each other, verbalizing to each other, communicating to each other about how you feel towards each other, where you're wanting this relationship to go. So let me read on your relationship together and what is the card showing where it's going. Would that work for you, Christine? Let's look on this side. Hello, George. And hello, Stacy Starr.
Yeah, Stacy's got a question. Yeah. Kristen says he's an interest. We're not together.
Well, that makes sense with the card I got here.
Yeah, it makes sense why I couldn't tune in on anything. It just wasn't coming in.
You dropped 3 on it. Oh, yeah. Well, it says you need to move to higher ground. You need to let go of this relationship. It's ended. It's no longer thing. You feel a little bit heartbreak, but that's okay. Work through that energy, those feelings, and let that go. Don't let that move forward in your path and in your future. Let's draw a couple cards forward for you. Right now, you're feeling like You're crying over your spilt milk with the 5 of Cups. Work through this energy. Realize, why are you feeling the way you're feeling? Journal it out a little bit for yourself and allow yourself to heal and get past this information. Because I do get a Chariot card in the center, and you're showing up as an Empress. So I think something better is coming forward for you. You need to release yourself from the energy of that relationship, allow yourself time to heal, and then you'll be ready to move forward into a better relationship. You're a Queen of Cups, so work through your emotions, to allow yourself to move forward. And when you're ready to make that next step, once you release all this energy, then you can start considering going into another relationship. I don't believe in diving out of a relationship without doing some healing work, some contemplation, some.
Well, she's not in a relationship yet. She's not in a relationship.
Yeah, but you still need to work
Just
through
an
all
interest.
those energies from prior relationship. Is this somebody
Okay.
you're interested in that you
Right.
haven't connected with? And this somebody you're wanting to connect
Yes.
with?
Yeah, she says here, Kathy, he's an interest. We're not together. Does he have interest or feelings?
Well, if those cards belong to me, okay, because I addressed it as
she's not.
that was
She's
resolved. Okay, so
no, she says I'm, and then she further says I'm not in a relationship. Would like to be.
okay, so you're wanting to enter into a relationship with this person. Okay, now I'll pose the question differently. The cards will come out very differently. I misunderstood the question. I'm sorry about that.
No, that's okay. That's why we're here. We're a team. Oh, you're welcome, Christine. Why don't you go, Dean, if you're ready?
I did have the 5 of Swords, and this is telling me this is a conflict that you just need to, or an issue. It's like, it's almost like it's a work-related issue. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I feel like it's like a work-related issue. I don't know if this is something interested because you met at work, or you met him through people at work. But this is something I feel as though I would just move on and not entertain it, and just do you, focus on you with the Ace of Wands, because you're in the middle of opening up your next journey. You're turning that leaf over and you're starting a new page in your life, because the wheel is showing up. And so you need to, with all the stuff you've been working on, it's time to steer yourself into the right direction you want to go. I would say you need to actually be prepared to take ownership of whatever that is and be more proactive than inactive, because with the wheel, if you don't address and be proactive in this time frame, you're going to, fate has a tendency of choosing for you, and you should be able to choose for yourself how this journey is where it's going to move to. So many blessings to you.
Yeah. I tried to tune in on the relationship, but of course there isn't one, so that's why I couldn't see anything. I didn't get anything. So what I've got is I've got, this, your feelings are still in secret. This is the High Priestess. I mean, you're not, you need to, if you're interested in this fellow, just say you are. But I don't see, I don't know. I don't think he's going to steal your heart. I mean, he does. I don't think he's really aware. And you're not sure either. Here's the 2 of Pentacles and this back and forth. Is he interested? Is he not? I mean, you're not sure. I'm thinking like it's too early, to be able to call this. This is the Page of Swords. And, that's immature. And, I just got a flash. No, a relationship with this person will happen when cows start to fly. See how the cow is going over his head? I don't think this is the guy for you. So, no, I don't. I think this guy's too mature. Yeah, no, I don't think he has interested. But anyways, but you're the star. It comes out of the star, and if you went ahead with this, I think you'd be really disappointed. There's, a lost card, the Five of Pentacles, and I would wait. Don't take this offer. Wait for another one. And the energy of the reading with the bottom of the card is the Wheel of Fortune. Things are going to change for you, but I don't get the feeling it's this guy. Sorry, I know you probably wanted to hear something else, but
Well, I
yeah,
think it's sort
I
of.
didn't see relationship. Yeah.
Were you finished, Sharon?
Yes, I am. Thank you, Kathy,
Yeah.
for asking.
I am seeing. I'm not seeing this turning into a relationship because the cards are still not showing as a relationship with this person. What I am getting is it starts out with the two of wands. And I love this card because if you look at this, the gentleman is on a path with the sun shining through these wands, leading him, telling him that he has options. He has a direction. He can choose which direction he's going. I'm not seeing Salvador standing on that path. I'm not seeing it one individual on this path. I think that the path is opening up to you. You need to be more open to what's out there for you. Because currently you're standing in the position of a Queen of Pentacles. You're standing in your own strength. You're financially stable. You need that. You will be finding a King of Pentacles coming your way at some point in time that's going to very much complement you and bring balance to you. I'm not feeling like this is an immediate movement, though. Just allow yourself to heal from prior relationships and work on you. And this person will come to fruition in no time. Because after you meet that person, the bottom of my deck tells all. You get a flood of pentacles coming in from there. You will meet this king, and then you get the Nine of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and it's been guided. So don't rush into relationships. Take time to just allow life to go on. When you meet this king, you will know it. He will wander in. You'll have that connection, that spark, that thing is, there's not going to be, oh, I wonder if this person is interested in me. No, when this king moves forward, you're a queen. It will be an instant attraction. You guys belong together. You'll know it. And then it'll flourish from there. This person's being guided your way. So just trust in time that this person will come forward. You don't have to go hunting for him. In fact, most marriages aren't found on a hunt. They happen. You meet each other unexpectedly. You walk into each other's life and notice each other, and it just occurs. And then it builds over time. So bless you. I hope that helps. And trust that you do have some fate coming your way, and that person will come into your life in no time. How long? I don't know. Because I'm not getting any kind of timing on it.
Yeah, you're so right. That's I mean, I've been married twice, and with both my spouses, it was just a chance meeting. Just came out of nowhere.
I met my husband through mutual friends. In fact, the strangest thing about his business partner literally used to live across the street from my grandmother when I was a child, and I used to play with his children. And I'm in his family albums. How weird is that? When I became friends with him, not realizing who he was, 20 years later, my husband's business partner and I were friends. And I met him through his business partner. How weird is that? On a fluke. So it went full circle. Okay, our next question is with Stone Marble. She says, I'm getting closer to hearing my guides without oracle cards. Congratulations. I know I work with several people. One of the things I always say is quiet meditation allows you to listen, and you will receive more and more messages. Speak to them. Speak to them in your head. Speak to them out loud, whichever works for you. If you live with other people, sometimes in your head's a little easier. And quiet yourself. Allow yourself that quiet meditation. That just enjoy. Sit outside and enjoy that cup of coffee and
But
let your
Kathy,
mind relax, and it comes forward.
Kathy, she's asking, am I getting closer?
Oh, am I? I thought she said she is getting closer.
No.
My vision is like crazy. I'm gonna have to have you guys read the questions. I'm reading them wrong.
Yeah, sure. Actually, I told you the same thing, but I was muted. I just looked, and I've got this, basically symbol of spirit. It's like an angel, or whatever. It's like the temperance angel, and they've got a staff, and they're going, I am talking to you. You're not listening.
So the whole
I'm talking to
meditation
you
part
now.
still counts.
It still counts. Yeah, exactly.
Because that is part of connecting with your and communicating with your guides, talking to them, listening. Everybody has a symbolic language that's attached to them. I can't tell you how you hear your guides, because the way I hear my guides and the way Sharon hears her guides and the way Dean hears his guides is all different.
It's all different.
It's based on
different, yeah.
your linguistic skills, what you're into. There's readers out there that hear movie clips, snippets of movies. You hear Dean sing all the time. His guides will speak to him in verse from songs, little clips of songs. Also, he hears them just outright. Sometimes you'll see numbers. Sometimes you'll just notice something will catch your eye over and over and over again, like a flower. Or my mom, when she first started coming to me, I would see butterflies around me before I started hearing her. So your language is built on what your linguistic skills are, what tools are in your toolbox. I was raised doing dream analysis, so I have books and books and books of thousands of different words and symbolisms and all that. So my library can be quite vast, and I can have psychic dreams about my intuition that come out really odd, and I'll journal my dreams. I'll start looking at them, and suddenly it makes sense because it's in dream symbolism, because that's what my vocabulary base comes from. So I did hear a yes. You're getting closer to hearing them. Quiet meditation. Stop. Listen. You will start feeling that energy, that little subtle voice in your head. Those words, those are not your thoughts. They're probably your guide's thoughts. Your guides will speak literally to you. It won't be in first person. It won't be a I don't know how to explain it. How do you explain that, Sharon? The way you think of something when it comes in a subject is very different than the way the guide just says.
I'll get random thoughts, and actually, it's not a random thought. It's spirit. Usually, it's my mother communicating with me, or other. Yeah. So it's
but
yeah, random thoughts.
In your thought.
Yes, it's different. Yeah, it is different, and it usually comes in my left side of my brain. So you'll figure it out. And of course, I can look. I'm also clairvoyant. So when I look over here, I'm looking at if they'll present me with a scene that I need to look at. So that's where I saw the angel with the staff pounding. We are communicating with you. You just need to listen.
Yeah. And I'm
George, we don't do medical questions. I'm sorry, we're not doctors. We're not medical professionals.
Huh. Okay.
I read on the improvement of it. There's very specific diets you need to talk to your nutritionist, George, on the appropriate diet that's going to work with your kidneys. Definitely consult with the dietitians on that.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I understand.
For
Go ahead,
stone
Dean.
marble, thank you. Let me see. For stone marble, I got, let's see, I got the Two of Swords. So it's like you see them, they're there waiting for you because you're right here and your guide's right here, trying to lead you into the light, right? But you have to balance yourself. You have to, it's like almost you need to ground yourself in meditation almost. Because I feel like they're there wanting to communicate with you, to root for you, but you have to open yourself up to them. I have the Page of Swords. They're there to show you the possibilities. They're there to communicate because again, swords are about communication. But I feel like you're gonna be able to see them and feel their presence. It'll be like a gentle wind, and you know they're there. Okay. And I honestly think it's gonna take less time than what you think because I have the Eight of Wands. They may come to you first in dreams. Okay. Let them speak to you. Clear your head. And then the bottom of my deck, I have the Knight of Coins. It might be a sense of healing for you because we're this dressmaker for this night where she stands. She's putting those pinnacles on their chest, like on their heart chakra. So maybe that's an indicator for you that you need to like heal your heart. I don't know. Cleaning up your heart chakra, maybe. But that's, I mean, I honestly feel like you're gonna be able to communicate them much more quickly than you think.
Yeah.
I have this feeling you're already hearing them. You're just not recognizing that.
You're just not recognizing.
That
Yeah,
is an answering.
Exactly. That's why the guy was pounding on the staff.
Yeah. Try asking one specific question, not a series of questions, but keep it not too complex so that you're not waiting for this big complex message to come back. Pose them a yes or no type questions. And when they respond, you'll most likely get that yes, no, and that won't be you answering your own question. Trust that when you pose that kind of yes or no question, and then you can build off and shift to get more complexity in your questioning, so that you become familiar with the sound of your guides. I mean, I work with 7 guides, and they all have a slightly different sound to them, and none of them sound like my head, what I sound like to myself when I'm thinking. But at first, it all sounded the same to me. You'll learn to differentiate the sound depending on how you hear. Some hear through their crown chakra, some hear through the side of their head. I hear around I have a set of headsets that are what they call bone conductor headsets. I literally hear in my inner ear. In the bones of my inner ear, like it's audible, like somebody's in the room and it's amplified. It sounds very different than my thoughts at the top of my head, which is where I think. So it just takes time and practice, and trust that when you do hear that message, that yes or no, trust that it is your guide. So good luck to you. Let us know how it's going. I know it does take some time, but you will get it down.
I decided to pull 3 cards, and what I got was the 8 of Swords. I mean, you're too much in your head about it. You're too worried about it. You've got to relax. You're restricting yourself. You are communicating. They are communicating with you. Here's the Empress. What you can't see in this card is that there's these dots that go from here, and this is actually the stomach here is actually the Earth. So the Earth plane, and the dots go right up to the moon here, and I take that as spirit, the light. So they are communicating with you. You just have to break down the barriers. This is the Tower, and of course, medication will help you with that. But you got to believe that you can hear them. And, you know, it's not, you know, as we said, it's not always just hearing them. Like for a yes or no answer, I look and I actually see briefly a green check or a red X for yes or no.
Because that symbolism works
And I
for
also had
me.
the feeling, yeah, this is, everybody's different. And also I have a feeling before I even look, you know, there's a feeling I'll have a feeling of no or a feeling of yes. So I just look there to verify it. So everybody's different. You just have to find what your clairs are. And I would take some classes. There's, you know, Debbie Freebird Spirit puts on a good class with Kim Intuitive View. There are lots of other people doing it for a reasonable amount of money. So
In fact, Kim Intuitive View has a series of pre-recorded classes on her website that are
that's right. She
as
does.
little as $20. And
Yeah.
they're beginner classes. It's a great place to start, and it's very inexpensive, very
Yeah.
affordable. And she's a wonderful teacher. She's so sweet and soft-spoken. So yeah, I highly encourage that.
Okay.
It's on a series of classes as well. And that was the
Okay, well,
last
thanks
of
for
the
asking that.
questions I had pulled already. Let me go back into the chat side of things.
Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah, you're right.
And hello, Trina. Welcome. For those of you that
Yes,
don't
I did say hi. Hi, Trina.
know Trina, she has a wonderful program, and Jean's going to have to tell me the name because I never remember it.
Okay, at
Unique
2:20.
Inspirations.
Yeah, at 2:20, Valerie S. has a question.
I see the hi there. It's probably about that. Oh, here it is. And hello, Valerie. I would like a love message from my mama, and her name was Allah. Like that name. I'm feeling this really, really warm, loving energy come forward. She's very tickled that you asked her to come forward with a message. She's excited.
Lauren, no, I haven't felt a light pressure on the top of my head. Mind you, I wouldn't know. I've got my hat on right now, but I did a few days ago or a week ago.
My gut does not want to stay together this afternoon.
Oh, Valerie, was your mom a good baker? I see her presenting a cake to you. There's no candles on it. I think she's saying, I know you miss my cakes, and she's presenting you with a cake. Does that mean anything to you? Would you understand that? Oh. I wonder if Valerie's still here. She's not. Yes, the cake she used to get for me, I can't anymore, and I've been looking for it. Oh, okay, well, she brought it in. That's great. I also saw long scarves. She either really liked scarves like I do, or she's presenting you with a scarf, but she's got this long scarf that she's kind of, whipping around. Oh, cool. She says, wow, just recently asked another bakery if they make it. What kind of cake is it?
It's funny because when she said that, the first thought that popped in my head is Pinterest. Just something my daughter
what?
usually says. Pinterest. You'll find the recipe. You'll find a recipe
Oh,
for the cake
Pinterest.
on Pinterest.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's cool. And see, getting back to stone marble, I mean, I looked, I didn't know what it meant, but I decided to say it anyway. You just get out of your own way, right? A European cake by Brooklyn Bakery. It closed. Okay. Yeah. What's the name of the cake?
That's the important part.
That is
What's the
so
name of the
cool.
cake?
That is so cool. Yeah, it's a European cake. Yeah, I kind of figured it was. Well, she brought it to you in spirit. That is so neat. Oh, you can't even translate it in English. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
But you can Google
Okay, I'm
it,
pulling an oracle card for you.
and I bet you can find a
Yes, that's
recipe
true.
for that type of cake
I
online
bet
if
you
you
could
know the
find.
name of the cake.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I bet it's yummy. It looked great. Okay, well, I drew an oracle card. So her message was, she's presenting you with a cake. She knows you're,
sometimes
yeah. Okay, so I took this from the Language of Letting Go. This is, I think you all got, everybody knows I love using this. It's the Language of Letting Go by Melody Beattie. And it says, focusing on peace. Oh, yes. Valerie, you're the one that has relatives in the Ukraine, right? Bam, that was a hit. Anyways, focusing on peace. And it says, today I will focus on a peaceful pace rather than a harried one. I will keep moving forward gently, not frantically. I will let go of my need to be anxious and upset, and will replace these feelings with calmness and harmony. Yeah, so they're saying, your mom's saying you're getting really worked up about this and you need to find your peaceful place and just give love and peace and feelings of love, energy of love and peace and harmony to Russia and to the Ukraine and your relatives. So yeah, so focusing on peace and not getting into the fear. Okay, not giving into the fear. Just surround them with love and yourself and your relatives. So that's what your mom's trying to tell you. Whoa, that's the most perfect card. I'm done.
Okay, I have her down as the Queen of Swords. Be able to look your opposition in the face and stand by your truth. Don't worry about what others are coming at you. If they are coming at you, just know that the other queen is the Queen of Wands. You have nothing to prove because you're everything, right? You know what you what you need to do in life. So if there are naysayers, you will make a point and prove yourself. And it's a time of resting and healing before your next adventure. I do have the Fool on the bottom of my deck, so that to me is telling me it's going to be a journey where you're going to have to learn how to, like, it's okay to be a kid again and look at the wonders of the world, where you're not worried about every little thing. Just take each new experience as a learning experience and move on from there. I'm done.
So Valerie says, I've been praying for peace all day. And yes, my family here are all crying about this stuff, but I'm trying to stay in love. Excellent. Good on you.
I agree with you, and I've been in prayer constantly over the situation and sending in all four archangels and all the under archangels to support all of the European nations, Ukraine, and all the surrounding countries, because they're all facing worry about what's going to happen next, and sending love, light, protection, healing, so that they get through this time of needs, their time of needs, and giving them the strength to hold their own, and to protect their country, giving them the strength and endurance to do that, so that they don't have to succumb to this awful, terrible, horrid situation. In the regardings to the cards I got, the first card I got was the Fool. And this isn't saying you're a fool. This is saying keep your faith. Take that leap of faith that you are moving in the right direction, that your energy is moving positive. Stay in the light. Stay in the light. Keep in the light. And everything will come to fruition for you. You have the Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords is so that's that queen with the strength, moving forward. She's in contemplation in this card, looking out at the waters, looking for what's coming forward to her. The next card I get is the Six of Wands. You are moving into a period of calm, moving into that calmer water, that will allow you to move forward in intuition. I think you will find this cake recipe too. You will locate that recipe. You may have to do a search. You may have to put it into the correct language to find it, but you will find the recipe for that cake and be able to recreate it and put it in your family book. The next card I get is that Page of Swords. And I love this card because it's very unusual to other Pages of Swords. It's uplifting. The way this is depicted on this card, it always reminds me of, like, she's seeing the light, she's absorbing the knowledge, and she's rising with the lights like balloons, right, lifting her up into the air. A rays of knowledge, a rays of strength. Knowledge is strength. And I love that about this page. It's a time of learning. It's a time of exploration. And then the final card is the Devil. Don't look at the negativeness that is happening in the world. You have to rise above that because you started with the Fool. The faith. Keep this faith. This will disappear. This is going to eliminate his self. In all the actions that are happening around your loved ones, your families, etc. I do feel like that, this war is going to go on a while. I get the Temperance card, the Lover's card, and the Emperor, for these final cards, and the Eight of Wands. This will move swiftly. The whole world's behind, supporting Ukraine, supporting everything that's going on, and bringing light and bringing an end to this they are not going to allow this to turn into such a disaster and turn into a world war that there's mass destruction. I don't see anybody allowing that to happen. But have faith that the devil will be eliminated out of the picture. I think his own people are going to actually take him down. I don't think it's the rest of us are going to have to. I think his own country is not backing him. So, blessings to you.
And
And
I've always
prayers
seen,
for all your family.
couple weeks ago, I saw, before he actually invaded, I mean, the troops are massing at the border. I saw them, they're taking, I don't see him being assassinated. I see him being taken away. And, you know, he'll be in a place where he can't get out. He's a prisoner.
Well,
Almost feels like a place in the woods.
I asked about if he would be assassinated, and I got he would be eliminated within 2 months. So I don't know if it's an actual assassination or if it's a removal
or removing him from office. Yeah,
removing him out of the limelight, out of the picture. You know, they can arrest him and put him in a cage just as easily as they can murder him. You know, we are talking in Russia, so you never know what they're going to do. But I don't see the oligarchs allowing him to continue and put up nuclear.
And that's what I saw too, Kathy.
Nuclear weaponry and things like that. I did read on if Putin launched a nuclear weapon, and I got that aliens would stop it. They will actually disable any nuclear attempt, and he'll be violating some kind of a universal agreement that the powers to be on Earth have with the galaxy nations that they're working with. He will be in a major violation if he attempts to do such a thing. So I think those aliens have our backs. And, you know, the last thing they want us to do is to destroy this Earth. If we destroy this Earth, we put the galaxy in disrepair. So.
I saw, Kathy, I did see them. I saw a team waiting to hear from the oligarchs. And these guys were all dressed in black with the balaclava is ready to go over their heads, and they had the weapons and all that kind of stuff, and they were just waiting for word. And I see that they get the word, and they say, okay, time to go, and they're going to go after him. So it's a special black ops team that are going to go get him. But it's the oligarchs that are behind it.
It must be.
Viviani, thanks for putting. Viviani, thanks for putting my channel there. Please, yes, like and subscribe to my channel, Strawberry Rhubarb Tarot, if you haven't done so already. The other thing I was going to say, Lauren was talking about the pressure. All of a sudden, I got the pressure. I'm feeling it now on the top of my head, particularly on my right side.
I popped that there. Valerie, yes, you will be moving out of this right as you put it. I get the levers for you, the Emperor, and the Page of Pentacles. So just give it a little bit more time, and things will be moving up and more into a more positive upward motion. You need to just relax, breathe, as I always like to say, things are moving. I know we'd like it to move a lot faster, but it is coming to a more positive outlook for you. So hold in there, dear. It will come to light. Yeah, I have multiple banners I'm running right now, and I've been switching them periodically throughout the show.
Thank you.
Here's a banner with tea and strawberry shortcakes links.
Thank you.
Also, I set up banners for that for private readings, and also one. Let me switch out really quick. This is one that Dean and I are running on both our channels. Dean and I both have a goal of meeting our $525 525 subscriber goal, and each of our channels we will be giving individually 5 private readings out when we hit that 525.
Wow.
Well, we set it at 525 because the YouTube gods giveth and taketh away. So that marker hits us up over the 500 and locks that community channel in. We're wanting to get our community channel up and running so we can better communicate with you. We can post additional information on resources and cards and some of the projects that Dean and I are both privately working on now that we will be unfolding in the next 3 to 6 months. And we want you to have access to that material that will correspond with some of the programming that we have in the works, so that you can print out your own little packets of information, or some of the supporting documents that will help in some of the subject matters we'll be bringing up. So like, subscribe to all of our channels, share the information with your friends. If you know they're not here, share our videos so they'll come and join us, and help us build this channel up so that we can get to that point, so we can put that into our programming that allows us to better serve you as readers. It'll also allow us to do some pre-Semitic questions or and topics that you suggestions that you want to put into the community page, and anything else that you'd like us to share throughout our community to help build our community. So with that note, we'll go back to our comments.
Kathy, my eyes glazed over. That was a long piece of information.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Sharon. You just go to sleep over there.
Yeah, but you're right to aim, Dean and Kathy, to 525, because I've reached like 505 and I still haven't seen my community page. So, and
Yeah,
I'm
you
doing a
have to
draw.
keep it stable there.
Yeah, I'm going to do a draw tonight. I'll just pop on. I have, because I did reach 500, and I've got names in my box here, people that have wanted a free reading. So I'll announce that winner sometime today.
And this is what Lauren had brought up. She said liturgy was live today.
Yes.
She started asking others if you were feeling the topping or pressure.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see
The only
Linda was feeling like fingers tapping on the top of her head.
And I was feeling
Go ahead,
foggy yesterday. I was feeling lightheaded and foggy yesterday.
I get
but not today.
I get the pressure and the ringing, and it makes it difficult for me to sleep. And I end up getting
I get the ringing.
Yeah, well, the ringings are downloads if you haven't experienced downloads, but the
pressure I get
mixed
lots
with
of
that
them.
ringing can be awful.
It's loud. Yeah, the ringing, and also it just sounds like a lot of electrical activity.
And it's varying frequencies. And if you do get downloads like that, one of the things that people can do is ask your guides if it's driving you crazy, because sometimes it can set in massive headaches, is to slow it down, because when it slows down, it also quiets down some. It will run longer, but at least it won't be bombarding your head in stereo, because mine gets really loud sometimes. But I've had downloads that have lasted up to a week before, and I'm not sleeping. I'm a walking zombie sometimes, and I don't know how to stop it. And it's not like, oh, I've been in a rock concert and listening to loud music and it's just ringing in my ears. It's worse than that. Believe me, I've been to the rock concert era in my lifetime. That ringing from rock concerts, it's worse than that.
Oh, yeah.
But it can be anything from information we're receiving to a DNA restructure, a brain pattern restructure, as we're working through our spiritual growth and a shift in this universe from 4D to 3D. So it's a complicated, I couldn't explain to you what's going on or why. That's something that you can communicate with your guides. If you're needing to know this on the surface level, what it is you're receiving, they will tell you. If it's something that's metaphysical that's being done, you may never know. There is said to be a shift in brain pattern, the way we're using our brain now. Some people that are very psychic are also experiencing things like more access to hearing their guides, moving across the veil, more complete communications with their guides. I'm seeing energy fields now that I've been seeing for about 6 months now. I can see the energy fields around people. I can see an exchange of energy when people are working together, and it's not something I can turn off. I just see it. It's like looking at somebody's aura, except this is more of a StreamYard of energy. I can see how Sharon and Dean and I, just looking at our screen, how our energies are connecting and working together. And so that something is developed as part of the spiritual package that I've been given. And it's going to vary from, each person's ability and on exactly what their gifts that open up are. So, do we have any more questions? Because I haven't seen any more being posed.
Or if you want us to pull a card for you, that's always fun.
Yes, we could pull some oracles.
Yep. Lauren says here, I'm extreme. When you're talking about nuclear nukes, Lauren was saying, I'm extremely grateful to the Galactic Federation. Do you know, I was talking to Jen's World. I wasn't a guest on her live stream. I was just in the chat, and I said, I just feel at night that like I sleep usually about 10, 11 hours, which is not like me. And I said, I feel like for the first part of the night, like the first 5 hours, I'm really, 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 really busy. And then the rest is just getting sleep for me. And I said, am I right? Am I doing lots of my sleep? And Jen said, yes, you're reporting back to the Federation. I said, well, I knew I was doing something.
Yeah, see, I'm
So that's pretty cool.
On the other side of the veil in that ascension that you and I have talked about before. We all have certain destinies.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Stacy says she had a question at 2:13.
Oh,
that's quite a while ago.
Okay. Let me see if I can scroll up to 2:13. I've tried to. Obviously, I'm having some visual problems today.
Yeah, let's see if we can go back that far.
Nope, hold on.
Judith has a question.
2:13.
She just posted it. Yeah,
Stacy says, do you see my name coming up on affordable housing list soon? I'm hearing yes.
Oh, right.
I heard a big, loud yes. It will come up. I like it when I read and I just get an answer. But I will throw some cards on it. And I know those lists are really long, and there is no way. The first 3 cards I pulled from the same as the last reading. Do not trust that.
Come up on affordable housing.
First card I'm getting is the Knight of Swords. He's running towards his bike. Yeah, I think that's you running towards the car to go sign the lease. I get the Hangman. I really like this card because she's got this light behind her, and she's taking a look at everything from that new perspective. The next card in the center of the reading is a fantastic card. You get the Wheel of Fortune, and you're standing at the top of that wheel. So yes, your name is approaching the top of the list. And that's followed with this Ace of Cups in your heart chakra. I love how this Ace of Cups, she's holding it over her heart, and there is a heart in that cup. And the final card on this draw is a celebration. And please notice on the Three of Cups in the sky is the Big Dipper. So yes, you will be getting on that list. I think you're coming up rather quickly. I'm going to grab my Lenormand deck, see if I can get any kind of time frame for you. Remember, timing in tarot and timing in Lenormand can be difficult at times. So we can't promise, but we will try to give you an estimate on how this is going to unfold. I'm not getting a consistent, 111 or 222 or anything like that showing up in my cards. So, which I know people. Well, the first two cards I drew was 3637. So you're probably looking at 3637 days. These are read as days. Of course, we've got have faith. This religion, it could be a burden or it can be faith. So have faith. The timing's coming. So probably, hopefully in the next 36, 37 days within that month, you will be hearing back from them. I hope it's sooner than later. I hope it's not later than 36 days. Like I said, timing in the tarot and timing in with Lenormand is really difficult. So hoping I'm right for you.
I got roughly 2 months, but then free will has an effect on that, so it's always changing. But as of right now, I'm getting 2 months. I get the Justice card, so it's a process. As people are transitioning out, it'll allow you to transition into that type of format. So I do see that the 8 of coins, and I'm seeing this as you're coming into your light at this point. You're coming into your own time for where you're going to be able to be on that list. Like I said, it's all about timing, and I do see the issue about not being on the list dissolving because you're moving to calmer waters eventually. So yeah, I give it 2 months. Give it 2 months. I would say sometime between now and between now and the first part of April, you might hear something between now and like the first part to end of April. You should be hearing something.
Stacy says, thank you. I appreciate it. I've been on the list almost 5 years. Didn't need the housing until now. I did the pendulum and I got a yes, Stacy. I threw some cards. The energy of the reading is, oh, you're so tired. You're so tired for waiting this to come to fruition. This is the 9 of Wands. And I pulled the Strength card, remain strong. Okay, it's going to happen. Remain strong. And I cut another deck that are my own cards, and the Strength card came up again. The Emperor, this is the powers that be. Yeah, there's some things that have to be worked through. And I am drawn towards the 2 ravens, the 2 crows that are in this window here. And I think 2 months is right as well. But you're really tying yourself up here. Get out of your head. Just manifest it. Be positive. It's going to happen. You're the star. You're going to manifest this. King of Coins, boy, that's big manifestation. And then the 9 of Cups, getting your wish. So it looks good. It looks good, Stacy. Just be strong and get out of your head. Stop worrying about it. I know you're tired, but I would be too if I was waiting for almost 5 years.
Well, I'm very happy that you got on the list when you didn't need the home and you weren't desperate for the home at the time you put yourself on the list. But there was some insight someplace in you that said, get on the list. I may need it later. So you're probably very smart to have done that.
Smart.
I'm also hearing from
Very smart.
I'm also hearing from my guides, though, that the government is allowing more resources to open up more additional housing availability to all kinds of areas. And that you're in an area that is actually going to have additional housing opportunities become available, which is going to push more and more people up on that list into affordable housing. It's something that is being pushed by the Biden administration and these infrastructure changes that they're doing and trying to get implemented because of the COVID crisis. So chances are the old list that you used to drive around and look at all the different places you could live, there may be better opportunities and better facilities than what used to be on the old list. So watch out for that, because I think there are more and more um, housing availabilities with nicer locations than the ones that used to be on the originating list coming open, because they're opening more programs up for people. So I do see it coming rather quickly. So just hold tight and you will get that notification soon. So blessings to you, Stacy. I hope all works out, and let us know. Let us know. I do want to read a little bit for George on his kidneys. Like I said,
Sure.
his kidneys
Okay,
definitely
just a
see a
minute. Just a
dietitian in
minute.
regards to diet. On,
Oh, just that I wanted to tell Stacy that I pulled from my personal deck, and I got the first sale sign, which in this situation is somebody's going to be vacating, like someone's going to be moving out. And again, the strength card came up, and get out of your head. So same message as the other cards. Sir Kathy, I just wanted to.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I'm feeling like things are gonna go well with you for on your kidneys. You know, you're staying on top of all those little things about your health. And in close communication with your doctor. And I know you are communicating with your doctor. Diet, things like that, definitely work with your dietitian. There are food restrictions, stuff like that, when you're having those kind of problems. So really take them seriously, and make those appointments and get in and talk with them. But I did want to throw a couple cards on where your health with your kidneys are going. I can sure relate. I've been having this terrible, terrible kidney infection that I'm still working with. I get the Six of Cups. Yes, see this healing. Envision your healing. Keep a positive attitude, and that will help in your um, the healing of your kidneys as you're going through this process. Um, it's also the nostalgia card, and I think this is also with all the cups. It's talking about, you know, taking that consideration in your diet, in that energy. I think it's really good that you're thinking in big picture, not just saying, give me a pill or give me a treatment and we'll just deal with that. We're looking at the overall, everything that you can do to help improve your health. The Page of Wand is coming forward with that message. I think they will be providing the information to you that you need to best suit you in those areas. And you know, you're a fighter with this Knight of Cups. You're charging forward to do what you need to do to take the best care of your health. You're wanting to be proactive, not passive in your treatment. Um, Justice will prevail, and you've got the sun working on your side. So have faith in your systems, your doctors, and your medical teams that you will get that help and that direction you need to do the right thing. Bless you, George, and keep us informed about how you're doing. And this is part of the reason why you're not supposed to be going to your aunt and uncle's, that we had discussed earlier. Is you have things about your health that you need to take care of here at home first, which isn't going to allow you to do that travel. So I'll take Stacy Stars down here. Why didn't it take it away? I don't know why I didn't remove that. Okay, and did you say there was one more question I missed, Sharon? Or what Stacy said.
Yeah, there was it from Judith Anderson? Do you see me owning my own property this year?
What was the timestamp on that?
It was, I have 501.
Okay. I'm hearing yes, you will own your own property. I didn't hear the this year part though. Let's throw on this. Follow the market in the area in which you want to buy. Keep an eye on the rise and falls of properties that you're interested in, the types of properties and homes that you're wanting. You will find that house that's meeting your needs. You have an idea of exactly what you want to fulfill that dream. This deck is not being nice tonight. This is not the deck.
Is it not playing nicely?
It's not playing nicely. I don't like the way it's reading. I need to cleanse it. It's got a negative overcast on it. I don't normally throw cards and get dark cards in readings. Well, this is more like it.
So Kathy, I do have to go. I'm supposed to be on Black Cat Tarot this afternoon.
Say hello to
So
me.
she sent me the link. I will.
Say hi from Maya.
Oh, I will, but it was lovely. It was lovely reading.
It's nice
Yes,
seeing
it
you
was lovely
again.
to
I'm
read.
glad you got your computer up
Read
and
with you.
running. The camera's great on it, Sharon.
Yes.
The gorgeous
Oh
drawing.
no, I'm on my desktop. I'm on my desktop. I'm not actually on the laptop. So.
Oh,
regardless, you still look
Okay,
gorgeous.
so it was
You're
nice
gorgeous.
reading.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you, gorgeous boy. Thank you. Mwah. Mwah. Bye, Kathleen.
Bye, dear.
Talk to you later. Well,
So-
I do see this. Oh, go ahead, Dean.
Oh, I see where you're kind of getting this darkness from. It's from that frustration. There's definitely frustration overshadow on this wanting to own your property. But I'm going to say this. If it's something that you're wanting, you're going to have to speak, manifest it, okay? You're going to have to speak your intentions to the universe, okay? I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I'm just saying with anything that you want in life, you're going to have to manifest it in a way that it's going to complement you and what you want and your desires, okay? So on the bottom of my deck, I have the Knight of Swords, okay? This Knight of Swords is taking action. Taking action because he knows the next step is to become the queen, right? So it's learning his place in within his kingdom. It's knowing what he wants. It's coming into those messages and putting them into practice, right? Stepping forward outside that comfort zone of a page and putting them into practice, right? Using the intellect, the wisdom, the mind to find the truth to live in your life, okay? So now, what do I have in my center? I have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is all about taking that leap of faith, making that transition to that next journey. So for you, dear, I think you're going to have to make it. You're going to have to take that leap of faith, and you're going to have to go with it, right? If that means you're going to have to go to the bank, ask for a loan, or however whatever you need to do to own that property, whether that looks for a realtor, or if you're going to start from scratch, get a general contractor, knowing what area you want to move into, what location, what community, you're going to have to do all of that hard work first. Okay. Now, I also have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords moving into the Ace of Swords again, because remember, 1 through 10 is a full cycle, then it starts all over again. So that's telling me that you had a burden, and you knowing this burden is coming to an end, you knowing what you do want, and you know where you're going to go. For example, like I know that I'm frustrated with what life has given me right now, right? From the Nine of Swords that you have. I know that the 10 is only one step away and bring me the hope to recycle into my Ace, to live in my truth about what and where I want to go. So it's all about finding your truth, stepping into your light, and moving into that. But you're going to have to make that decision. Do that research. That's all I'm going to say. Do that research and then sail into it.
Ding.
What?
My phone dinged.
I came.
I've been waiting for my deck. I told Dean before we got on, my deck is coming. My deck is coming. He's going, you're going to use it today, aren't you? And I said, if it gets here in time, yeah. Well, my phone's been dinging that Amazon just dropped my package off. So that's
Okay,
why I was disappearing too. In regards to the property, I got dark cards from my other one because the last 3 times I picked up that desk, which regardless of how I shuffled, only dark cards were surfacing on it, which is telling me my deck needs to be cleansed because I don't normally get a series of dark cards. So
I got 2
throw
years.
that out. It's one thing to get a dark card, but it's another thing to throw 3 or 4 in a row. I don't feel like your energy's in that area. So toss that deck aside, ask my guides which deck I could be using, and they gave me my Raphaelite deck.
But I do see 2 years, within 2 years.
Yeah, you will be celebrating a new home. Like I said, know your area that you want to move into, the types of property you're interested in, and follow those markets. You'll watch properties go up and down and up and down. And you can get a feel for the stabilization and what the real value of properties are not only selling for, but look at what's selling. How much are they selling for? Are they doing major price drops? Are they, once they sell the property, they post what they sold it for. So you can see the offers people are making on the homes and what they're accepting too. So it's something I've been doing because we're getting ready to relocate across the U.S. into Pennsylvania from California. So I've been monitoring the market for a little over a year now, watching the rise and fall and how the market's going, and in the area, in various areas that I would consider living. So, and we have found 2 or 3 areas that we just really love the properties, what they offer in those areas, the communities. So that's my advice. But yes, I do see you buying that property, celebrating that new property. You are moving. Now, this is the death card. Death does not mean literal death. Death means that you're going to be ending your current cycle and moving into a new one. And I really love the way this card looks. I think it's sort of a beautiful card for death. It's not ominous and dreary. It's a beautiful card. But I do get justice. I think you're going to get I think you're going to find what you want at a good value. I'm feeling like you're going to get a good interest rate. When it's time to find that right property, everything's going to legally fall into place for you. So it is going to be a positive for you. I also get temperance. Temperance is saying be patient. I mean, you've got Archangel Michael above you, or I guess it would be probably Gabriel. It looks more like Gabriel. Giving you the wisdom to find that correct property. He's out there over the city looking and hunting and giving you that strength. Anyways, you will be guided to the correct property. Once you find it, everything is going to move swiftly. You find that perfect home, you make that offer, it's going to come back very swiftly. I don't think you're going to be in some kind of a great big bidding war. I'm not feeling that kind of tension around it at all. I'm going to throw a couple of Normans to see if Mike can get the timing on that as well. Let's see what comes in. I usually like to pull 2 or 3 and see where the timing falls between. Well, I'm getting a 30, a 22, and a 31. I'm thinking that in months, though, not days. I'm hearing months. Plus, it's like, well, it could be as early as spring or summer. Or it could be, if it's in months, it could put you to the spring or summer of the following year, or in a 2-year period.
That's why I had 2 years.
My middle card is 22, which sort of leads you to believe that's probably a 2-year. But you are going to have options on which properties you put in for. You might find 2 properties that is interesting to you. Yeah, it's going to move quickly. It's going to be jog friendly, children friendly. I'm not seeing any blockages in this. I'm going to roll a dice on it. Yeah, I see good movement. I do see finding this property, this good place. So good luck to you. Like I said, do your research. Make trips if it's out of your area. Make a few trips to get to see the towns, the areas, what the people like, what the job industry's like, if you're still working, etc. But I do believe you will find that perfect home for you and your family. So, but yeah, I'm with Dina. I'm thinking 2 years. 2 years in the spring or summer months. 2 years from now, it looks like. Good luck to you. And was that the last of our questions for the day, Jean? Do you know?
Trina did put in for one, but she left the room.
Okay, well, we can always read for her privately, since she's a friend. And we know how to get it.
But that was the last one.
Okay, well, blessings to everybody. I hope everybody has a really good Sunday evening. Love your family. Have a great Sunday dinner or whatever it is that you do on Sundays to celebrate. I'm going to try avoiding cooking myself, but see if I get my husband about dinner tonight. I've cooked the last few nights. I deserve to eat out once in a great while. Oh, let me pull one of my new oracle cards really quick. Okay, this is called the Spiritual Oracle. I haven't had a chance to look at it, so you guys are going to get to see the first card. It's got a beautiful little book with it. Oh, it's going to be interesting. Okay. And what drew me to these cards is artwork. Of course, I'm an art fanatic. This amazing artwork of this artist. They're all hand-painted art that she does in her own studio. I haven't read all of the information about the artist, but here's just an idea of some of the artwork that she does. Look at this beautiful artwork. Oh, look at that angel. Oh, with spirits standing around. Beautiful. Wow. What a good artist. And I'm just going to flip through. Quite talented. That sort of eerie, infinite sickness. Let's see what that's all about. Mother Nature. So let me just give a little quick shuffle since I'm not familiar with this deck. I will pull an oracle and crack the book open and see what it has to say about that card. Okay, we got the card is called Cool Forest Shade. Isn't that gorgeous? And in the card, it may be hard to see. You've got a woman with a leopard over her head, beautiful blue hummingbirds, and just all kinds of eccentric graphic designs around her. Absolutely gorgeous. And let me see how this book is laid out real quick. This one is going to be alphabetical, I guess. Okay, it says Cool Forest Shade. I have already released the perfect time to do things. To do things does not exist. Fear of making mistakes is to die slowly, is to live halfway, as if an internal rehearsal. In the face of an external order that humiliates my consciousness, I am disobedient. I take indifference in my hands and look at it closely. I observe that it is made of cowardice, and in an act of love, I offer it to the fire. Daring to build and dismantle or order to grow means losing one's balance. So, with courage, I go out and find myself, because if I don't, I invite the danger of getting lost. Fear is always ready to show me things in the worst light. The world belongs to those who dare. Dare. Life is an adventure. Fortune favors and brave. Today, I embrace the art of decisive. And that is what the artist says Cool Forest Shade is about. That's very interesting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I will take the time to familiarize myself with the deck and the flavor of the artist's depiction of her artwork into the oracle. I'm going to be working a little bit more with this deck. Did you have a card for us to end with, Jane?
No, I don't.
You don't. Okay. Well, then we will say goodbye. Blessings to you all, and we will see you probably tomorrow, knowing Dean and I.
You never know.
Tomorrow or Tuesday on a fly Usually we get to chatting and decide to go live. It'll be on one or the other channels. So just watch our notices pop up. We used to try to put at least a half-hour notice up that we're going to be doing an ad lib live, general questions, general readings, and we're working on a little bit more coordinated programming right now. And we will be giving you guys a heads up on how things are going. Oh, I did want to let everybody know I am going to be shifting my this Sunday afternoon program onto Saturday afternoons to make it more user friendly, so we're not going against programs like Linda G, Freebird Spirit, who shifts her timing back and forth between my show and her 11:11. That allows just the viewers to see the other programs that are running live and not trying to decide which one they're wanting to watch. If you do miss our programs, do please come in and watch it on the replay. But if you do want readings, come into the program. But we're going to be shifting it to, what do we say? Say 3 and 4, 3 o'clock my time. Or no, your time. We were talking Eastern, 3 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock Eastern, which would make that about noon Pacific time, because I'm in the Pacific time zone right now till we get relocated. So anyway, so we're looking at noon. I didn't want to go up against Black and Orange because I know a lot of the community follows Black and Orange, and I do too. So anyways, we're going to shift the Sunday afternoon show to that later date. I think we're doing our morning show on Sundays. We're shifted it to 9 o'clock in the morning to allow people to 9 o'clock Pacific, 12 o'clock your time. Is it 12 or 11 your time?
No, I want to keep mine at 10.
Oh, you want to keep it at 10? So 8 my time, 8 Pacific, 10 Central, which would make it 11 Eastern. So, that will be on Dean's channel right now. We may switch back and forth later to get to balance some of the programming out as we're working together on several different projects. But we will keep you informed when we start making changes and program changes. We're doing a little bit of reformatting right now, and it's still in the works. But as that gets out, we will let everybody know. Love to you all, and thank you for joining us. And we will see you on the fly on our next notification of random readings. Love you all.
Bye.